नमः सर्वेभ्यः सुप्रभातम्। वर्गस्य आरम्भं करिष्यामः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। हरिः ओम नमः सर्वेभ्यः। गतवर्गे वयं प्रथमपाठे विद्यमानाः विषयाः अस्माभिः दृष्टवन्तः। अद्य अग्रे सरामः। तत्पूर्वं सूक्तिः उमा भगिनी सम्यक् वर्णितवती, किन्तु स्लाइड्स् मध्ये अहं टाइप न कृतवती। तद् अत्र दत्तं। कोऽपि पठितुं शक्यते वा? झटिति कृत्वा अग्रे अन्वयक्रमः पश्यामः। गीता भगिनी पठतु।
नमस्ते भगिनी।
नमस्कारः।
सतां हि संदेहपदेषु वस्तुषु प्रमाणम् अंतःकरण प्रवृत्तयः। अग्रे अपि पठामि वा?
पठतु भवती एव।
अन्वयः सतां हि संदेहपदेषु वस्तुषु प्रमाणम् अंतःकरण प्रवृत्तयः भवन्ति।
अध्याहारः।
धन्यवादः। तात्पर्यं कर्मणाम् आचरणसमये सन्देहः भवति चेत् सज्जनाः पुरुषाः स्वस्य अन्तःकरणस्य वचनमेव प्रमाणम् इति मन्यन्ते। ते अन्येषां साहाय्यं न स्वीकुर्वन्ति। मनः एव उत्तम जनानां सन्देहः निवारणस्य उपकरणं भवति।
सन्देह निवारणस्य उपकरणं भवति। सम्यक्। अत्र एकनिमिषम्। एकनिमिषं भगिनि। इदानीं दृश्यते वा? अस्तु। सन्देह निवारणस्य उपकरणं भवति। किमर्थं वयम् अन्वयं लिखामः चेत् अन्वयं लिखित्वा एव अर्थं सम्यक् ज्ञातुं शक्यते। अग्रे व्याकरण अंशाः पठतु भगिनि, भवती एव पठतु।
व्याकरणांशः सतां सतां तकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः षष्ठी विभक्ति बहुवचनं। सन्देहपदेषु अकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः सप्तमी विभक्ति बहुवचनं। वस्तुषु उकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः सप्तमी विभक्ति बहुवचनं। प्रमाणम् अकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनम्। अन्तःकरण प्रवृत्तयः इकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः प्रथमा विभक्तिः बहुवचनं। भवन्ति
इति पदस्य प्रवृत्तयः
भवन्ति भू धातुः परस्मैपदी लट्लकारः प्रथमा विभक्तिः बहुवचनं।
प्रथमा विभक्तिः बहुवचनम्। अत्र प्रातिपदिकं सर्वे जानीमः खलु, तदर्थमेव अहं प्रातिपदिकं न स्थापितवती। सन्देहपदेषु इति पदमस्ति चेत् सन्देहपद इति प्रातिपदिकम् अस्ति। धन्यवादः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः भगिनी.
अग्रे सरामः. अत्र प्रवृत्तिः इति अहं मन्ये स्त्रीलिङ्गपदमस्ति. इकारान्त मति शब्दस्य समानम्. अत्र दोषः अस्ति. इकारान्तः स्त्रीलिङ्गः प्रथमा विभक्तिः बहुवचनं. मति इति शब्दस्य समानम्. अस्तु. किं कृतवन्तः गतवर्गे? प्रहेलिका का करोति? Who is doing the prahelika today? लक्ष्मी भगिनी वा? क्षम्यताम्, अहं नाम न जानामि. लक्ष्मी भगिनी भवती करोतु.
नमस्कारः भगिनी.
नमस्कारः.
धन्यवादः for the opportunity. श्रुतिपठनः. पर्वताग्रे रथो याति भूमौ तिष्ठति सारथिः चलते वायुवेगेन पथमेकं न गच्छति इति प्रहेलिका. श्रूयते वा?
सम्यक् श्रूयते भगिनी, वदतु.
सामान्य अर्थः यः रथः अस्ति सः पर्वतस्य उपरि गच्छति परन्तु सारथिः भूमौ अपि तिष्ठति. रथः रथस्य चक्रं वायुवेगेन चलति किन्तु पथमेकं न गच्छति इति अर्थः. सो एषः कः, एतत् किम् इति प्रश्नः. आन्सर् Potter's wheel, chakram. विशेषणं याति क्रियापदं. रथः
पदविभागः वदतु भगिनी. पर्वताग्रे
पर्वतस्य अग्रे उपरि रथो याति रथः याति भूमौ तिष्ठति सारथिः चलते वायुवेगेन पदमेकं न गच्छति.
पदम् एकं न
गच्छति.
अत्र सन्धिः अस्ति वा?
सन्धिः रथः
अधिकं याति.
प्रथमपुरुष
न भगिनी, सन्धिः. रथो याति इति अस्ति अत्र.
रथो याति विसर्गसन्धि.
भेदः कः?
रथः
what type of visarga sandhi is that?
Very nervous.
Don't be nervous, Bagni. Chuma jolly apana. Don't be nervous. We are all learning together, Bagni. So don't feel like anybody is going to judge you or anything like that. We are all here to learn. So if we already know everything, then there is no point in this class. So just enjoy the language. Give focus to the language and forget everything else.
Rataha
adhikam yati. Adhikam yati. Rataha yati has become ratho yati.
Ratho yati.
So what sandhi is that?
Dirgha.
What sandhi? No, it's not. There is a visarga sandhi there. So visargasya ukaraha. Ukaraha anantaram okaraha bhavati. So it becomes guna sandhi.
Becomes o. Guna sandhi.
Guna sandhi. Chintam astu. Agre ekam adikam na atra anuswara sandhi asti. Astu. Anvayah katam bhavati. So whenever we write anvaya kramaha, how do you write it? You write the karta first and then the verb at the kriya padam at the end, and then everything else comes in between.
Comes in. Saratihi karta.
Atra first take the first part. Parvatagre rataha yati.
Yati. Parvatagre rataha yati. Yati kriya padam.
So what will be the anvaya krama for that?
Yati kriya padam. Rataha kartrupadam.
Parvatagre saptami vibhakti. So how will you write? How will you write it? How do you write the anvaya for that? It is given parvatagre rataha yati. How do you flip and write? Gacchati balakah vidyalayam. How will you write it?
Balakah vidyalayam gacchati.
Balakah vidyalayam gacchati. So parvatagre ratah yati. How will you change it?
Ratah parvatagre yati.
That's all. So that is the first part of it. Now bhumau tishtati saratihi. That is the second part. Dvitiya bhagah asti atra.
Saratihi bhumau tishtati.
Tavadeva. Agre.
Chalate vayuvegena. Here the chakra is hidden. We assume.
Atra chakram iti padam atra uttaram asti atra. But when we do the anvaya kramaha, we only take the word. So chalate vayuvegena.
Vayuvegena. Chalate vayuvegena.
How will you flip that? Going fast. So, but in Sanskritam you have to flip, right?
Vegena chalate.
Vayuvegena chalate.
Vayuvegena chalate.
Agre, the last part remains the same. Antima bhagam padam ekam na gacchati. You don't have to do it from exam point of view, Bhagini, but then the reason why we are doing it so that we get practice. These are all very simple lines that we can decipher very easily. Tadartham swikritya atra padavibhagah kah atra sandhihi asti va asti chet sandehe bedah kah anantaram anvayah katham bhavati iti asmabhihi nyatavyah chet agre vayam shlokan patamaha chet bahu saralam sulabham bhavati.
Astu. Astu. And the other part, bhumau saptami vibhakti, strilingam, ekavachanam.
We don't have to go into the vyakaranamsha na avashyakam, Bhagini. Whenever we see something like a prahelika or a simple shloka which is not an anvaya kramaha, it's enough if we just do the padavibhagaha, the sandhihi part, and then how the anvayaha is formed. If we do this, then arthaha bahu saralaha bhavati. Tadarthameva asmabhihi kartavyah. So atra rataha parvatagre yati saratihi bhumau tishtati vayuvegena chalate padam ekam na gacchati. Arthaha kaha. What is the meaning?
Rataha parvatasya upari chalati yati kintu sarati bhumau api tishtati. So the chakram vayuvegena chalate अपि पदमेकं न गच्छति, पदमेकं न
अग्रे न गच्छति,
अग्रे न गच्छति।
अस्तु अस्तु सम्यक् भगिनि। अत्र पर्वतस्य उपरि रथः गच्छति, किन्तु किन्तु अत्र रथस्य सारथिः भूमौ एव तिष्ठति, रथेन न गच्छति सः। यथा वायुः वेगेन वहति तथा एव समानं रथः अपि चलति, किन्तु अग्रे एकपदमपि न गच्छति। अस्तु सम्यक्। उत्तरं किम्? उत्तरं किम्? उत्तरं
कुम्भकारस्य चक्रम्।
कुम्भकारस्य चक्रम्, कुलालचक्रदण्डः। अत्र रथः इति चक्रमस्ति, सारथिः कः? What is the सारथिः?
भूमौ तिष्ठति।
Who is the Sarathi there?
Sarathi, the one who holds the part, the one who makes the wheel.
Saha kumbhakarah. Parvatasya agre chalati iti arthah bhavati kalu. Parvatah atra chakrasya dandah. It is basically on an axle, right? Where it spins. So that is the dandah. That is the parvatah. Samyak bhagini. Purnam ekavaram vadati va? Can you tell the whole meaning?
Bhagini. Just read this.
No. Bhavati patitva arthah kaha iti.
Arthah. Parvatagre ratho yati bhumau tishtati sarathihi chalate vayu vegena padamekam na gacchati. Attah yah ratah asti saha parvatasya upari gacchati parantu saratihi bhumau api tishtatihi chakram vayuvegen ratasya chakram vayuvegena chalati kintu padamekam na gacchati.
Agre na gacchati. Uttaram
agre
kim?
Na gacchati. Kumbhakarasya chakra.
Kumbhakarasya chakra. Bahu samyak bhagini.
Dhanyavadah bhagini.
Bahu samyak. Astu. Parikshayam madhye padavibhagah sandhihi na avashyakam, किन्तु यदा वयं पठामः तदा सोपानेन वयं गच्छामः चेत् मनसि स्थापयितुं बहु सुलभम् अस्ति. So you don't have to do all this from the exam point of view. So in case you're wondering, but you can take this down and then every time you do the prahelika or a shloka or something which is there. What else is there in this? There is shloka. Suktihi. So when we do that, if we go by the step, then it is very easy for us to remember. Astu. Agre saramaha. प्रश्नः पर्वत अग्रे. अत्र समासः भवति, अनन्तरं सन्धिः अस्ति भगिनि. उत्तममेव. पर्वत अधिकम् अग्रे, पर्वताग्रे. अहं विस्मृतवती. पर्वतस्य अग्रे इति समासः अस्ति, अनन्तरं पर्वत अधिकम् अग्रे, पर्वताग्रे. अस्तु. अग्रे अन्वयक्रमः वयं कृतवन्तः. झटिति प्रथमः अन्वयः अस्माभिः दृष्ट्वा अग्रे वयं सरामः. Who can quickly do this अन्वयः for the first subhashitam which is given there? कया पठितुं शक्यते? उमा भगिनी पठति वा?
नमस्ते भगिनी।
नमस्कारः।
अन्वयः परोपकाराय फलन्ति वृक्षाः परोपकाराय वहन्ति नद्यः परोपकाराय दुहन्ति गावः परोपकारार्थम् इदं शरीरम्।
प्रथमं सोपानं, what is the first step?
First one, पदविभागम्।
पदविभागः कथं भवति?
परोपकाराय फलन्ति वृक्षाः पर उपकाराय
अत्र पर उपकाराय अत्र विच्छेदनं अस्मिन् स्तरे न आवश्यकं भगिनि, because it is a samasam there, so we don't have to do it, but there is a sandhi happening there. In this level, when we do the padavibhagah, just do it for the individual words which are given and how they are joined. Because we could make a mistake because we don't know the samasah, we could make a mistake in the way it is formed. That's why.
Astu bhagini. Paropakaraya phalanti vrikshaha paropakaraya vahanti nadyah paropakaraya duhanti gavaha paropakarattam idam shariram asti adyaharah.
Astu samyak. Agre sandhihi.
Sandhihi paropakara artham. That is the sandhi there, Bhagini.
No, but it's the full word is given there, right?
There is no sandhi, Bhagini.
There's one sandhi there.
Idam shariram, Bhagini.
Idam shariram. Anuswara sandhihi. Samyak. Agre. Samanya artha kaha. What is the meaning?
Samanya artha vrikshaha paropakaratam phalanti nadyah paropakaratam duhanti. And gavah paropakaraya duhanti and idam shariram paropakaraya asti.
Api paropakaraya.
Paropakarartham asti.
Samyak. Vakya visleshanam.
Paropakaraya chaturthi vibhakti namapadam phalanti क्रियापदम वृक्षाः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनम वहन्ति क्रियापदम नद्यः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनम
नद्यः
दुहन्ति क्रियापदम गावः प्रथमा विभक्ति नामपदम नेक्स्ट वन परोपकारार्थम द्वितीया विभक्ति. That is also.
It's also avyaya.
Avyayam bagini. Idam idam api avyaya. No bagini. Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Shariram prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Asti adyaharah.
Asti adyaharah. Samyak. Anvaya rachana. अन्वय रचना कथं भवति?
क्रियापदं फलन्ति. So फलन्ति is फलानि यच्छन्ति. प्रतिपदार्थमपि
वदतु.
के फलन्ति वृक्षाः तरवः. किमर्थं फलन्ति? परोपकाराय अन्येषां कृते सहायार्थं. प्रथमवाक्यं. द्वितीयवाक्यं क्रियापदं वहन्ति प्रवहन्ति. काः वहन्ति? नद्यः सरितः अथवा तटिन्यः. किमर्थं वहन्ति? परोपकाराय अन्येषां कृते. तृतीयवाक्यं क्रियापदं दुहन्ति क्षीरं ददाति काः दुहन्ति गावः धेनवः किमर्थं दुहन्ति परोपकाराय अन्येषां कृते चतुर्थवाक्यं क्रियापदम् अस्ति अध्याहारे वर्तते किम् अस्ति शरीरं देहः कीदृशं शरीरम् इदं शरीरम् एषः किमर्थम् अस्ति अन्येषां कृते अन्येषाम् उपयोगार्थम्
अन्येषां सम्यक् सम्यक् भगिनि अन्वयः कथं भवति
अन्वयः तरवः अन्येषां कृते फलानि यच्छन्ति सरितः अन्येषां कृते प्रवहन्ति धेनवः अन्येषां कृते क्षीरं ददाति एषः देहः अपि अन्येषां सहायार्थम् एव अस्ति
that is the tatparyam anvayah is the prose form of the text itself so anvayah should be vrikshaha
I told the tatparyam bagini yeah अन्वयः वृक्षाः परोपकाराय फलन्ति नद्यः परोपकाराय वहन्ति गावः परोपकाराय दुहन्ति इदं शरीरं परोपकारार्थम् अस्ति
तात्पर्यं भवती उक्तवती सम्यक्
व्याकरणांशं परोपकाराय अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गः चतुर्थी विभक्ति एकवचनं फलन्ति फल धातु लट्लकार प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचन वृक्षाः अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्ग प्रथमा बहुवचनं वहन्ति वह धातु लट्लकार प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचनं नद्यः इकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग नदी प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनं दुहन्ति लट्लकार दुह धातु प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचनं गावः ओकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग गो शब्दः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचनं परोपकारार्थं अव्ययम् और अकारान्त पुल्लिंग द्वितीया एकवचनं इदं शब्दं सर्वनाम मकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गम् इदं शब्द प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं
सम्यक्
शरीरम् अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गं प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं अस्ति अस् धातु लट्लकार प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनं
प्रथम पुरुषः एकवचनं सम्यक् लट्लकार
I just last time I had noted down I read out that
सम्यक् but you have understood what it means right अर्थं जानाति खलु अस्तु धन्यवादः भगिनी
धन्यवादः
सम्यक् कृतम् प्रश्नः अस्ति वा
This Parvata Agre, how are you equating Parvata to Danda?
It is going on top of it. So the potter's wheel is resting on that axle in the center. So that is the Kulala Chakra Dandaha.
But Agre means in front of, isn't it?
Agre can also mean Upari.
Okay.
Parvatasya Upari.
धन्यवादः
अस्तु संध्या भगिनी अस्ति वा राम राम भगिनी नमस्कारः द्वितीयः अन्वयः
नमः सर्वेभ्यः क्लेशमस्ति चेत् क्षम्यतां द्वितीयः श्लोकः व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते हि पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। प्रथम सोपानं पदविभागः। व्यासः वसिष्ठनप्तारं
व्यासः भवति वा अत्र?
व्यासः
व्यासः नास्ति अत्र।
I read it like that. Okay. Vyasam Vasishthanaptaram Shaktehi Pautram Shaktehe Pautram
Shaktehe Kama Pautram.
Okay. Shaktehe Pautram Akalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukaha Abdi Paravalya Shukaha
Tatam Shukatatam
Taponidhim Sandhihi Taponidhim Tapaha Adhikam Nidhim.
Atra na bhavati bhagini. That will happen after the samasaha. So we won't. So in this level, when you are just starting out with sandhihi, don't do the samasaha. We don't know the samasaha part. But yeah, in generally, when the shloka is being taught, you will see parashara adhikam atmajam iti atra pathanam bhavati eva. Kintu in this level, when you do the sandhi, do only for the words which are there in the shloka. If you know for sure that this is how it is declined, doshaha nasti. If you say parashara plus atmajam, if you say that, there is no harm there. But when we write the pada vibhagaha, we don't split it, right? We don't split it as parashara kama atmajam. We don't do it there. So whenever you do sandhi in this level, be it for this shloka or the Bhagavad Gita shlokas, do it as part of what are the padams which are given in the shloka.
So in that case, pautram akalmasham, pautram adhikam akalmasham.
Atra sandhihi nasti kalu. The pada vibhagam atra bhavati eva. Kintu atra sandhihi nasti.
Samanya arthaha. एतत् श्लोकः
सन्धिः भगिनी एकनिमिषं सन्धिः वदतु
तपोनिधिं அப்படி நான் எழுதுனதை படிக்கிறேன் तपोनिधिं तपः अधिकं निधिं उत्वं विसर्ग सन्धिं போட்டிருக்கேன் पौत्रम कल्मषं पौत्रम अधिकं अकल्मषं सन्धिः नास्ति अनुस्वरान् போட்டிருக்கேன் நான்
अनन्तरं
and that's all, that's the only
अत्र पश्यतु अत्र पदविभाग मम स्क्रीन् दृश्यते वा आर यू एबल टू सी द स्क्रीन् अत्र पश्यतु व्यासं कमा 1 minute भगिनी व्यासं कमा वशिष्ठनप्तारं. So the vyasam as a padam, how does it end? It ends with a makara halantam, right? But in the shloka, do you see the makara halantam or do you see the anuswara usage?
Anuswara.
So there is a sandhihi happening there.
Oh, vyasam adhikam vasishtanaptaram. Vyasam vasishtanaptaram. Oh, that's also we can take it. Okay.
That is also like it is a sandhihi that is happening there. There is a anuswaraha sandhi which is happening there. Otherwise, vyasam adhikam vasishtanaptaram. Without the anuswara sandhihi, how will we write it? We will write it with the makara halantam, right? But that's not how we write it. So there is a sandhihi.
Everything is anuswara. Vasishtanaptaram adhikam shaktehi. Shaktehi anuswaraha. Pautrama kalmasham. Adhikam parasharatmajam. Appadi irukkanuma?
Illiye. That is ending only with the
ending of the statement. Ending of the line.
Agre.
Parasharatmajam vande. Adhikam vande. Anuswaraha. Sukatatam adhikam taponidim. Anuswaraha.
Samyak. Agre.
Samanya arthaha. Vyasa munihi vasishtasya prapautra शक्तेः पौत्रम् अकल्मषं शुद्धं पराशरस्य पुत्रं शुकस्य पितरं तपोनिष्ठः तं व्यासम् अहम् अत्याहारः अहं नमामि।
अहं नमामि। सम्यक्। वाक्यविश्लेषणम्।
क्रियापदं वन्दे। अस्मिन् श्लोके द्वितीयानि पदानि बहूनि सन्ति। द्वितीयान्तपदानि व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं पौत्रम् अकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं सुखतातं तपोनिधिं। षष्ठीविभक्तिः शक्तेः।
प्रथमा विभक्तिः कर्ता कः?
व्यासः। व्यासम्। अहम् இல்ல லாஸ்ட்ல வரேன் अहम्
प्रथमा विभक्तिः वदतु अनन्तरम् अन्य विभक्तिः वदतु।
अहम् अत्याहारः। अन्वयरचना वन्दे।
एकनिमिषं भगिनि। अत्र क्रियापदं वन्दे समाप्तं। प्रथमा विभक्तिः अहम्। अन्यपदानि व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं पौत्रम् अकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं शुकतातं तपोनिधिं द्वितीया विभक्तिरूपम् अस्ति। शक्तेः
षष्ठी विभक्ति।
அவசரப்படாதீங்க, மெதுவா சொல்லுங்க. There is no extra points for going fast.
I'm excited to do this. षष्ठी विभक्तिः।
षष्ठी विभक्तिः। अग्रे
अन्वयरचना अग्रे सोपानं। कः वन्दे अहं वन्दे अत्याहारः कं वन्दे व्यासं वन्दे।
प्रतिपदार्थः वदति वा समानसमये?
இல்ல நான் அது நெக்ஸ்ட் எடுத்துர்க்கேன். ஓ அது பண்ணி இருக்குமா? இது ரெண்டும் சேர்த்து பண்ணினா நமக்கு ஈஸியரா இருக்கும். கரெக்ட். ஓகே. प्रतिपदार्थः वसिष्ठस्य अदेदं திருப்பி வருது. இது इट्स a very simple श्लोक
भगिनी। अत्र वन्दे इति पदमस्ति खलु। वन्दे इति पदस्य समान अर्थः पदम्।
I need to do fully, no? वसिष्ठस्य प्रपौत्रं right from the full அப்படி இல்லையா? You are asking for अन्वय रचना. अन्वय रचना
अधिकं प्रतिपदार्थः. So we how did we do that paropakaraya phalanti vrikshaha? How did we do when we saw phalanti? The equivalent meaning is phalani yachanti, duhanti, shiram dadati. We put an equivalent meaning for, and when we are doing anvay rachana, if we do the pratipadartha at the same time, then writing the tatparyam, then we can directly go to the next step.
Kriyapadam vande. वन्दे नमामि नमामि अहं नमामि। and then वसिष्ठः कः वन्दे अहं वन्दे कं वन्दे व्यासं वन्दे कीदृशं व्यासं वन्दे वसिष्ठस्य प्रपौत्रं व्यासं वन्दे।
प्रथमं वसिष्ठनप्तारम् अनन्तरं
are you okay side by side you want me to attend that?
So just give me 30 seconds. So the way you do the anvaya kramaha, you take the kriya padam, you do the kriya padam, and then for that kriya padam you form the question. The prashnaha atra dattah asti. The uttaram for that prashnaha should be from the shlokam. It should not be your own word. So kaha vande aham. Kam vande, you cannot say Veda Vyasa Munim. That cannot be the answer to that Anvaya Kramaha. It has to be the word from the shloka only. Now, equivalently, we are doing the Pratipadartha at the same time. So, vande, you can say Namami, Aham, Vyasam, Veda Vyasa Munim, Vashishta Naptaram, Vashishtasya or Vashishta Munehe Prapautram. So the answer to the Anvaya Rachana Prashnaha should be the words from the shloka only.
Got it, madam. Kam vande Veda Vyasam Kam vande Veda Vyasam Namami
No, Bhagini, you have to. Can you start from the beginning? No.
Okay.
Can you start from the beginning?
Kriyapadam vande. Vande. Kaha vande. Aham namami. Answer can be in my meaning to that.
No. No. So
vande.
No. Kaha vande cannot be aham vande. You can say aham vande, but you cannot say aham namami.
Aham varadu. Aham vande. Kam vande. Vyasam vande. Vasishta Kidrisham Vyasam vande. Vasishta Naptaram Vasishta Putrasya Prapautram Vyasam vande. Appadi varalama? I don't know where to put that Vasishta Naptaram.
Kidrisham Vyasam. Atra uttaram kim? The question.
Vasishta Naptaram Vyasam vande.
Vasishta Naptaram. That's all. That is the answer for Kidrisham Vyasam. What type of, what is the Visheshana Padam for Vyasam? Vasishta Naptaram. That is the answer. Now, Vasishta Naptaram ityukte kim? What is the meaning for Vasishta Naptaram? Vashishtasya Prapautram. So that is the Samana Artha. So the Padam, what is Vasishta Naptaram? What is Vande? Vande means I salute. Aham namami. Vasishta Naptaram ityukte kim? Vasishta Maharishehe Prapautram. So Kidrisham Vyasam. Etasya prashnasya uttaram Vasishta Naptaram eva. Vasishta Naptaram iti padasya artha kaha? Vasishta Maharshehe Prapautram.
Okay. அடுத்து இது பண்ணு. Kasya pautram vyasam vande. Shaktehi pautram vyasam vande. இது ஓகேவா?
Anantaram punaha kidrisham vyasam pautram vyasam.
அது கரெக்ட். I thought புனக கீதிருஷம் வரதுனால கொஞ்சம் இதை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிருந்தேன்.
न भगिनी, अत्र कीदृशं व्यासं पौत्रं. कस्य पौत्रं? शक्तेः पौत्रं.
ओके 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 भगिनी, திருப்பி நான் I'll do कीदृशं व्यासं वन्दे. कीदृशं पौत्रं वन्दे. शक्तेः
இல்லையேமா, பௌத்ரம் defines vyasa. It does not define. What is the confusion for you there?
எனக்கு நான் எப்படி எதுல இந்த இதையும் கம்பைன் பண்ண முடியல. நான் எழுதினது கஸ்ய பௌத்ரம் வியாசம் வந்தே சக்தேஹி பௌத்ரம், அப்ப கீதృశம் வியாசம் வந்தே அகல்மஷம் வியாசம் வந்தே.
தத் शुद्धम एव. अत्र पुनः कीदृशं व्यासं वन्दे पौत्रं वन्दे. Pautram, Uttaram Pautram eva. Every time you don't have to write the whole thing. It is not wrong if you write it. Kintu atra Pautram. Kasya Pautram. Make the question simple and the answer simple. So,
okay.
Kasya Pautram, whose grandson? Shakti.
Pautram.
Shaktehe Pautram.
Punaha Kidrisham Vyasam Vande. Akalmasham Vyasam Vande. Punaha Kidrisham Vyasam Vande. Parashurasya Putram. Parashuratmajam Vyasam Vande.
Parasharatmajam.
Parasharatmajam Vyasam Vande. Asmin Shloke Vyasasya Bahuni Visheshani Padani Sandhi Ataha Punaha Kidrisham Tada Prashnam Karaniyam.
Samyak.
Punaha Kasya Pitaram Vyasam Vande. Shukasya Pitaram Vyasam Vande.
How did you get the Pitaram word there?
Shukatatam.
What is the answer? You're saying the question in the answer.
Okay. Kasya Tatam Vyasam Vande.
Na Bhagini. Punaha Kidrisham Vyasam eva.
Okay. पुनः कीदृशं तातं वन्दे
कीदृशं व्यासं
ओ அது போட்டா போடுமா அப்ப சுகस्य पितरं व्यासं वन्दे அப்படி போடுமா ரிப்ளை
भगिनी मम स्क्रीन् दृश्यते वा मम स्क्रीन् दृश्यते
போட்டுக்கல எல்லாம் ஓகே
अत्र
कीदृशं व्यासं पराशरात्मजं पराशरात् मगर्षेः पुत्रं व्यासं वन्दे पुनः कीदृशं व्यासं वन्दे शुकतातं शुकमुनेः जनकं वन्दे அப்படியா
आम्
पुनः कीदृशं व्यासं वन्दे अकल्मषं निर्मलं व्यासं वन्दे पुनः कीदृशं व्यासं वन्दे तपोनिधिं तपोनिष्ठं व्यासं वन्दे
avagatam va? Did you understand? So all the words there describe Vyasa Munihi, but it is in it, you are basically saluting him, so it becomes in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So because it is in Dvitiya Vibhakti, instead of Kidrishaha you have to ask Kidrisham. So whenever everything is described, whatever word is describing a particular padam, then you use either Kidrishaha, Kidrishi or Kidrisham. But this is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So we ask it as Kidrisham Vyasam. Parasharatmajam. Punaha Kidrisham Vyasam Shukatatam. Punaha Kidrisham Vyasam Akalmasham. Punaha Kidrisham Vyasam Taponidhim.
Then when will you use this taponishtam?
That is the Pratipadartha. Taponidhim iti padasya samana artham. So if you can write it in English, so when you can basically say Vande, salute, Vyasam, Vyasa Munihi, Vashishta Naptaram, Vashishta's grandson, great grandson, right? So instead of saying it in English, we are using the Pratipadartha in Sanskritam. Now you can take all the Pratipadartha which you have given and just write the Tatparyam. How do you write it? So you write it as Vashishta Maharshehe Prapautram, Shakti Maharshehe Putrasya Putram, Parashara Maharshehe Putram, Shukamunehe
Pitaram Janakam Shuktam Nirvikalpam Taponishtam Vyasam Aham Namami.
The reason why you do the Pratipadartha, so that you can use the Pratipadartha to write the Tatparyam. How is the Tatparyam written? You basically write the meaning, right? In this level, writing in English or Tamil is okay. Kintu vayam Sanskritena lekitum prayatnam karishyamah. Anvayakramah katam.
अन्वयः पठित अन्वयः वसिष्ठस्य same repeated naptaram
Vashishta Naptaram. Okay, why are you saying Vasishtasya Naptaram, Bhagini?
Vasishta Naptaram Tattehe Pautram Akalmasham Parasharatmajam Sukatatam Taponihim Vyasam Aham Vande.
Samyak. Bahu Samyak. So you put all that together in a prose form and create the Anvayaha. Agre. Tatparyam katam bhavati. Vyakaranam. Vayam patitavantah. Vyakaranamshah vadatu.
Vyasam Akaraha Pullinga Dvitiya Ekavachanam.
Akarantaha.
Rukarantaha Pullingaha Dvitiya Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam.
Samyak.
Tattehe Ikarantaha Pullingaha Shashti Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam.
Samyak.
Hari Shabdasya Samanam.
Samyak.
Pautram पिता शब्दः ऋकारान्तः पिता शब्दः sorry अकारान्तः आकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः अकारान्तः ऋकारान्तः sorry
ये ऋकारान्तः
पितृ शब्दம்
எப்படி பித்ரு சப்தம் பௌத்ரம் தானே
sorry பௌத்ரம் wrong ஆயிடுச்சு पौत्रं पौत्रः अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनम् अकल्मषम् अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनम् पराशरात्मजम् अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनम् सुगतान्तम् अकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनम् तपोनिधि इकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः द्वितीया विभक्तिः एकवचनम् वन्दे आत्मनेपदी उत्तमपुरुषः एकवचनम्
अहं दकारान्तः त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु अस्मत् शब्दः प्रथमा विभक्तिः एकवचनम् अस्तु अत्र दोषः अस्ति one minute let me fix
and I want to tell you this is guru parampara narayanam vasishtam shaktihi parasharam vyasam shukha இது குரு பரம்பரா and then shuka munihi gauda father govinda father bhagavad father பத்மா ஃபாதர் அண்ட் இப்ப நம்மளோட வாழ்ந்திருக்க மகா பெரிவா விஜயேந்திர சரஸ்வதி சுவாமிகள் and விஜயேந்திர சரஸ்வதி சுவாமிகள் and we are the branches of that parampara.
सम्यक् कृतं भगिनी वेरी वेल
धन्यवादः
प्रश्नः अस्ति वा just go step by step पदविभागः अनन्तरं सन्धिः अनन्तरं वाक्यविश्लेषणस्य अनन्तरं अन्वयरचना यदा वयं करिष्यामः समानसमये तदा एव प्रतिपदार्थः संस्कृतेन लेखितव्यः अनन्तरं अन्वयः the prose order of the shloka and then we have the tatparyam antima sopanam vyakaranamshah प्रश्नः अस्ति वा अस्तु अग्रे सरामः प्रथमपाठे श्लोकः गोमती भगिनी करोति इति उक्तवती किन्तु अद्य सा न आगतवती कया पठितुं शक्यते प्रयत्नं कुर्युः somebody can just read the shlokam and then try the meaning अनुषा भगिनी भवती करोतु द्वितीयं श्लोकं प्रिया महेश भगिनी भवती करोतु
उत्तरं नमस्ते उत्तरं यत् समुद्रस्य हिमाद्रेश्चैव दक्षिणम् उत्तरं यत् समुद्रस्य हिमाद्रेश्चैव दक्षिणं वर्षं तद् भारतं नाम भारती यत्र सन्ततिः प्रथमं पदविभागः उत्तरं समुद्रस्य यत् समुद्रस्य
सम्यक्
हिमाद्रेश्चैव हिमाद्रः
चैव वा पश्यतु
हिमाद्रेश्चैव हिमाद्रेश् हिमाद्रे चैव दक्षिणं
अत्र विच्छेदनं पुनः वदतु you have not done the vichedana
हिमाद्रे च एव
हिमाद्रे च एव अत्र किमर्थम् इष् भवति
हिमाद्रः
what is the sandhi there
हिमाद्रे इष् अस्ति सर्गसकारः हिमाद्रः
then it will be himadrashchaiva, right?
हिमाद्रः च हिमाद्रेः
हिमाद्रेः च
एव हिमाद्रेः च विसर्गसन्धिः
अनन्तरं षत्वसन्धिः
षत्वसन्धिः दक्षिणं वर्षं तद् भारतं नाम भारती यत्र सन्ततिः उत्तरं वर्षं भारतं तत्र अनुस्वारसन्धिः भवति
सम्यक् अन्वयः कथं भवति
अन्वयः उत्तरं प्रथमं वाक्यविश्लेषणं कुर्मः
करोतु करोति चेत् करोतु
उत्तरम् इति द्वितीया विभक्ति यत् समुद्रस्य
उत्तरम् इति किमर्थं द्वितीया विभक्तिः
उत्तरः
यत् समुद्रस्य उत्तरं
I will go by Anvaya Rachana, that is self उत्तरं यत् समुद्रस्य हिमाद्रेश्च चैव दक्षिणवर्षं सन्ततिः अस्ति अध्याहारः अस्ति भवति सन्ततिः भवति अत्र कः भवति सन्ततिः भवति
you don't have to do the Anvaya Rachana Bhagini, just how do you write this shloka in prose form Anvaya form
यस्य उत्तरं समुद्रस्य भवति
where is yasya there is no yasya word there
यत् समुद्रस्य सन्ततिः यत् समुद्रम् उत्तरे भवति
Bhagini, when you do the Anvayah, you take the words which are given in the shloka and rearrange to make a meaning. It is like Vidyalayam Gacchati Balakaha. How will you rearrange it?
Balakaha Vidyalayam Gacchati.
You will not say Balakaha Vishalam Vidyalayam. You will not add Vishalam there, right? If the sentence which is given to you is Balakaha Vidyalayam Gacchati Balakaha, using only those three words, you write it in the prose form, right? In the Anvayah form. So similarly here, Uttaram yat samudrasya himadrehe cha eva dakshinam. That is the first line. How do you rearrange it to form the Anvaya kramaha?
Yat samudrasya Uttaram yat himadre shaiva dakshinam यत् हिमाद्रे दक्षिणं
हिमाद्रेः
यत् हिमाद्रेः दक्षिणं यद् वर्षं भारतं तद् वर्षं भारतं नाम
we don't have to complicate it this much because from the exam point of view they will ask you to write the English translation. So it is enough if we actually know the English translation, but we are just doing this as a fun exercise, that's all.
Yes. यत् समुद्रस्य उत्तरं यत् हिमाद्रे एव दक्षिणं यत् सन्ततिः यत्र सन्ततिः भारतिः तद् यत्र सन्ततिः भारती तद् वर्षं भारतं नाम
तद् वर्षं नाम भारतम्
तद् वर्षं नाम
Bharatam. Samyak Bhagini. So the overall you understand, right? Yet Samudrasya Uttaram. So which is to the north of the Samudram. Himadrehe Dakshinam, which is to the south of Himalayas, where the citizens are called as Bharati. That country is called as Bharatavarsha. That's all. So we are just doing this as a fun exercise. Uttaram yet samudrasya. So how do you rearrange yet samudrasya uttaram? Himadrehe cha eva dakshinam. Himadrehe dakshinam cha eva. The cha comes at the end, which is to the, how do you frame the sentence? Which is to the north of the ocean and south of the Himalaya mountain. So that end will come at the end. Now in the next sentence, you look for whenever there is yatha, yatra, yada, these type of words, yat, yaha, ye, usually the sentence will start with that. Yatra, where, santatihi bharati, tad varsham nama bharatam. Meaning?
Where you want me to say it in?
Just say it in your, you can read or you can say it in the own words for me.
Yatra यत् समुद्रस्य उत्तरदिशे उत्तरे भारतम् अस्ति भारतं कुत्र अस्ति चेत् समुद्रस्य उत्तरे हिमाद्रेः दक्षिणे सन्ततिः भारतिः यत्र सन्ततिः भारतिः भारती इति नाम्ना सन्ति तत् वर्षम् एव भारतं तद् वर्षम् इति देशम् इति भारतम् अस्ति.
Samyak. Very well done, Anusha Bhagini. So that is all. Whatever is given, but of course in the exam they will ask for English translation, so we can't write it in Sanskritam. But this is just our understanding. Yaha deshaha samudrasya athava sagarasya उत्तर दिशि अस्ति हिमालय पर्वतस्य दक्षिण दिशि च अस्ति अनन्तरं किं यस्मिन् स्थले in which place yatra what does yatra define in which place right यस्मिन् स्थले citizens प्रजाः भारतीः इति उच्यते अस्य देशस्य नाम भारतम् इति वयं वदामः. That's all.
That Himadre Chaiva Dakshinam, that alone, can you say it once more?
Himadra Parvatasya, Himadrehe is to the, this is Sashti Vibhakti Prayogam, just like Samudrasya Uttaram, Himadrihi, Adrihi, ityukte mountain. So Himadrihi is Himalaya mountain. Himadrehe is Sashti Vibhakti Prayogam, to the south of the Himalaya mountain.
धन्यवादः.
सम्यक्. अग्रे द्वितीयं श्लोकं का करोति? प्रिया भगिनी करोति वा? न इति उक्तवती. Anybody else? You can just try. We'll just do this as a fun exercise. पार्वती भगिनी अस्ति वा? प्रिया भगिनी करोति वा? You said no, so I wasn't sure. I didn't want to put you on the spot.
प्रयत्नं करोति माता. नमस्कारः.
Just like a fun game, right?
रत्नाकरादौतपदां हिमालय किरीटिनीं ब्रह्मराजर्ष रत्नाढ्यां वन्दे भारतमातरम्. Here the person who has written Lekakah is saluting Bharata Mata. Kriyapadam Vande. Atmanepati. Vande Dhatu. Ratna Kara Dauta Padam. I mean, Ratna Kara Dauta Padam. Padam is feet. Ratna Kara Daut. Ratna Karaha. Itukte ocean. Samudram. Samudraha. Aham Vande. Bharata Mata. Hey Bharata Mata, aham vande. Tasyaha padam padadvayam samudrasya prakshalanam. Prakshalanam karo.
Padam samudrasya prakshalanam na karoti. Samudraha Bharata Matuhu Padau Padadvayam Prakshalayati. So the waters wash the feet of Bharata Mata.
Bharata Mata. Kiritinim itukte crown. Kiritinim Himalaya Parvada. That is the mountain. Himalaya Parvadam is Bharata Mata is wearing as a crown. Darati. Crown. Darati. Tasya Mastake Himalaya Darati. Bharata Mata. Brahma Rajarsha Ratnadyam. Brahma Rajarshi Ratnadyam. Itikte Ratnadyam itikte Abharanam.
Ratnadyam.
Ratnadyam Abharanam.
Tamil Bhashayam Addigai iti vadati.
Addigai.
Like that.
Brahma Rajarshi itikte Munihi. Munihi Muneyaha atva Rishayaha. How she is wearing them as jewels. Bharata Mata is wearing Brahma Rishi atva Muneyaha as jewels. So idrisha Bharata Mata aham vande. Rishim.
Strilinga padam kalu. Idrishim Bharata Mataram aham vande. Samyak bhagini.
Astu.
Uttama prayatnam.
Dhanyavad.
Samichinam.
Dhanyavad.
Nyayah. Indu bhagini asti va? I can't see her. Where is she? Namaskaraha bhagini.
Namaskaraha bhagini. Namasarvebhyah. Adhuna vayam prathama pathasya laukika nyayo pashyamaha. Laukika nyayah tu athava lokoktihi sarvasu bhashasu prayoge vartate. Sanskrit bhashayamapi lokoktinam parampara asti. Vyavaharika loke athava shastra loke swabhiprayam sthapayitum sandarbhochitam vayam nyayan udaharana rupena vadamaha. Etesham nyayanam adharena eva lokoktayah utpannaha. Laukika nyayah tu sadharana sambhavah api bhavitum arhati अथवा एकः परिस्थितिः वा एकः महदाशयः संक्षिप्त रूपेण वक्तुं कथा लघुकथा वा उपदेशवाक्यमपि भवितुम् अर्हति. एतेषां लोकोक्तीनाम् उपयोगेन भाषा बहु आकर्षणीया भवति. अस्मिन् पाठे प्रथमः न्यायः अस्ति काकतालीय न्यायः। सामान्य अर्थः अस्ति काक ताल फलं च इव कथा इति। क्रो एंड अ प्राम फ्रूट स्टोरी। इवन तमिळ् भाषायां पनमरत्ल काका
आकोकार पनं पळं कीळे विळुन्दது
अस्ति। सर्वासु भाषासु अस्ति किल। तत्र किन्तु काकतालीयम् इति पदस्य अर्थः अस्ति यादृच्छिकम् अथवा आकस्मिकं, that is coincidence or accidental or unexpected, anything that we come across. So अस्मिन् पाठे कथा एवम् अस्ति। कश्चन काकः डयमानः वृक्षस्य तालवृक्षस्य उपरि आगत्य उपविशति। तत्क्षणे एव एकं तालफलम् अधः पतति। तो तत्र काकस्य उपवेशनेन तालफलं पतितं वा तालफलं फलस्य पतनसमये काकः आगत्य उपविशति वा इति सन्देहः प्रश्नः भवति। किन्तु तत्र द्वयोर्मध्ये किमपि सम्बन्धः एव नास्ति। कार्यं वा कारणयोः मध्ये किमपि सम्बन्धः एव नास्ति। But still we cite this as an example when we come across such similar situations or refer this, so then we understand it clearly what is being referred iti vayam ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः। केनापि प्रयत्नेन विना फलं प्राप्नुमः चेत् तत्र काकतालीयम् इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। Or we meet a friend somewhere, unexpectedly, then we can say that is काकतालीयम्. That is about Kakataliya Nyayaha. So, and we everyday life we face this coincidental happenings in our life. So what is about Kakataliya Nyayaha? Pradvitiyah Nyayaha asti Bhikshupada Prasara Nyayaha. Tatra samanya artha bhavati yachakah padam stapayati iti. अत्र आंग्ले भाषायाः कथा अरब एंड द स्कैमल मनसि आगच्छति। सर्वे तु जानीमः एव। कथा एवम् अस्ति, कश्चन भिक्षुकः अस्ति, तेन पादं स्थापयितुं कुत्रापि स्थलं नास्ति। कोऽपि सज्जनः सहानुभूतिकारणेन तम् आहूय शयनार्थं तस्मै गृहस्य अन्तः स्थानं ददाति। किञ्चित् समयानन्तरं सः भिक्षुकः शनैः सज्जनस्य गृहस्य उपरि अधिकारं स्थापयति। अपि तु सज्जनं तं सज्जनं गृहात् एव बहिः निष्कासयति। सो एतादृशी समानपरिस्थितिः वयं पश्यामः चेत् भिक्षुपाद प्रसार न्यायः इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। So this is when somebody takes undue advantage of some situation or somebody's good intention, then this is given as an example. So कोऽपि परिस्थितेः चूषणं करोति चेत् तस्मिन् समये एषः न्यायः उत्तमः उदाहरणः भवति। तदस्ति भिक्षुपाद प्रसार न्यायः।
सम्यक्,
समाप्तं भगिनि।
बहु सम्यक्,
धन्यवादः भगिनि।
I love the way you've used the both the Visheshana padam usage for pretty much everything, and the right vibhakti prayogah. Grihat bahihi, grihasya ante. I know you're very strong in grammar, so very beautiful usage Bhagini.
Dhanyavadah Bhagini, bhavatyaha anugrahena and encouragement.
Excellent, very excellently done. Bhanu Bhagini, prashna asti va?
How this particular one will be asked in the
parikshaya madhye eshah nyayah एकः न्यायः परीक्षायां मध्ये भवति, एकः वा द्वे वा. They'll give one or two and then ask you to describe it. but I think you can write it in English if you want. But
with the example we have to give.
No, you just need to explain. So what is Kakataliya Nyayah? I think it comes in section 3, which is you can write it in other language, but you can use simple sentences and write it in Sanskritam. So you can just say Ekah Kakah asti Saha Tala Vrikshasya Upari Upavishati Tasmin Kshane eva Ekam Phalam Athava Ekam Patram Patati Dvayoho घटनयोः मध्ये किमपि सम्बन्धः नास्ति अस्मिन् अवसरे काकतालीय न्यायः इति उच्यते. Just few lines you can try.
Okay. धन्यवादः.
अन्य प्रश्नः अस्ति वा? झटिति अभ्यासं करिष्यामः. प्रथमं किं दत्तवती? I have given शत्रुप्रत्ययः. का प्रयत्नं कर्तुम् इच्छति? का अथवा कः? Somebody who has not done शत्रुप्रत्यय at all in class, why don't you try? I will help. संयुक्ता इति अहम् अन्म्यूट् करिष्यामि.
भगिनी अहम् आरती भगिनी नेम् चेंज न करिष्यामि.
Ms. आरती गोकुल.
आरती गोकुल.
अस्तु. पुत्र्याः नाम.
मम पुत्री नाम.
अस्तु. करोतु भगिनी. वाक्यद्वयं करोतु.
बालकः गृहे आवरणे दत्तस्य क्रियापदस्य उचितं शत्रुप्रत्ययान्तं रूपं रिक्तस्थाने लिखत. बालकः गृहे एव डैश पाठं पठति. तिष्ठति. बालकः गृहे एव तिष्ठन् पाठं पठति.
तिष्ठन् पाठं पठति. सम्यक्. अग्रे.
डैश यानात् यात्रिकः न अवतरेत्. चलति. चलात्.
किमर्थं चलात्?
चलन्यानात्.
यानात् इति विभक्तिः पंचमी विभक्तिः. So पठन् पठन्तौ पठन्तः पठन्तं Can anybody say it without seeing? Pathan shabdasya pullinga roopam. While you look, Bhagini, I'll just.
Patatah
chalatah. Samyak. Chalatah yanat. Samyak, Bhagini. Dhanyavadah. Vijayalakshmi. Vijayalakshmi Bhagini, bhavati vadatu.
Yes, ma'am. Krishnam.
Now, Bhagini, can you say the patat shabdasya pullinga pada?
Patan, patantau, patantaha,
akarantaha,
taka, pullingaha, patat sabdaha, patan, patantau, patantaha, patat, patam, patat, patatam, patantau, patataha, patata, patadbyam, patadbhi, पठते पठद्भ्यां पठद्भिः पठद्भ्यः पठतः पठद्भ्यां पठद्भ्यः पठतः पठतोः पठतां पठति पठतोः पठत्सु के पठन् के पठतौ के पठतः पठन्तः
हे पठन्तः सम्यक् कृष्णं डैश गोपिकाः रुदितवत्यः
कृष्णं स्मरन्तं गोपिकाः பெருசா வேணும் போல கண்ணு தெரியல रुदितवत्यः पुष्पस्य
न भगिनी अत्र उत्तरं पुनः वदतु कृष्णं
स्मरन्तं गोपिका
किमर्थं स्मरन्तं
कृष्णனை வணங்குகிறாள் कृष्णं स्मरन्तं गोपिकाः प्लूरल
who is thinking कृष्णरा गोपिका वा
गोपिका गोपिकाः so स्मरन्तः गोपिकाः
स्मरन्तः वा
स्मरन्त्यः कृष्णं स्मरन्त्यः गोपिकाः रुदितवत्यः next one विकसस्य पुष्पस्य सौन्दर्यं पश्य
उत्तरं किम्
विकसतस्य
किमर्थं विकसतस्य
पुष्पस्य सिक्स्थ विभक्ति सो विकसतः
विकसतः
पुष्पस्य सौन्दर्यं पश्य
सम्यक् धन्यवादः भगिनी
थैंक यू
लक्ष्मण महोदय
नेक्स्ट एतत् डैश बालिकायाः पुस्तकम् अस्ति गच्छति बालिकायाः इस स्त्रीलिंगम
पुस्तकम् अस्ति
एकनिमिषं विजयलक्ष्मी भगिनी भवती म्यूट् करोतु वदतु महोदय
स्त्रीलिंगम बहुवचनं बालिकायाः
किमर्थं बहुवचनं महोदय अत्र व्हाट इज द विभक्ति देयर
बालिकायाः सारी एकवचनं स्त्रीलिंगं चतुर्थी विभक्तिः वा अत्र
चतुर्थी विभक्तिः वा
बालिकायाः
how do you translate that this is
பெண்ணினுடைய புஸ்தகம்
பெண்ணினுடைய
षष्ठी विभक्ति
षष्ठी विभक्तिः
so षष्ठी विभक्ति so it will be it should be like पठन्त्याः न वर्णो पठन्त्याः न आगच्छन्त्याः
बहु सम्यक् आगच्छन्त्याः बालिकायाः पुस्तकम् अस्ति बहु सम्यक् महोदय अग्रे
गीतं डैश तेन समयः न स्मृतः तेन पुल्लिंगम तृतीय विभक्ति एकवचनं so it will be पठता so शृण्वता तेन
बहु सम्यक् गीतं शृण्वता तेन समयः न स्मृतः समीचीनं महोदय एक्सलेंट धन्यवादः अग्रे सन्धिः का करोति लता भगिनी द्वयं
बालः अधिकम् अस्ति प्रथमपदस्य अन्तिम अक्षरम् अकारविसर्गः द्वितीयपदस्य आदि अक्षरम् अकारः ह्रस्वाकारः प्रथमं गुणसन्धि भवति विसर्गस्थाने उकारः बाल प्लस उ प्लस अस्ति बालो अस्ति अनन्तरं पूर्वरूपसन्धि बालोऽस्ति सम्यक् अग्रे बालः प्लस आगच्छति अकारविसर्गः अनन्तरम् आकारः अतः विसर्गलोपः भवति बाल आगच्छति
सम्यक् बहु सम्यक् एकमपि करोतु भगिनि
अस्तु विसर्ग अकारः प्रथमपदस्य अन्तिमाक्षरम् अनन्तरं वर्गीयव्यञ्जनं मृदुव्यञ्जनं
हसति मृदुव्यञ्जनं
अतः मृदुव्यञ्जनं लोपः एव बालो असति
किमर्थं लोपः
क्षम्यतां भगिनि उकारः अनन्तरम् ओकारः
बालो हसति सम्यक् उमा भगिनी करोतु धन्यवादः बालः तिष्ठति
बालस्तिष्ठति सकारः अस्ति विसर्गसकारं बालः करोति विसर्गः लोप
किमर्थम् किमर्थं लोपः भगिनी अत्र
वर्गीय प्रथम अक्षरम् अस्ति किल
लोपः rules in what are the rules there
हस्व अकारं विना कोऽपि अक्षरम् अस्ति चेत् लोपः भवति
कोऽपि अक्षरं वा
वर्गीय अक्षरम् अस्ति चेत्
all वर्गीय अक्षरं
no I think I have forgotten bagini पण्ड्रप करेक्टा वर्गे अदि अदनाले
अत्र लोपः न आगच्छति भगिनि because ka is a karkasha vyanjanam so the visarga remains which is why you will see in shlokas when there is ka there we say the h sound just like when it is pa we say the h sound for ka we say the ih sound there right so the visarga is just balah karoti katham vadamah balah karoti iti vadamah अंतिम
बालः अधिकं टीकान्ते बालश्टीकान्ते विसर्ग शकारः भवति प्रथमं सकारः भवति अनन्तरं शकारः भवति
प्रथमं
बालश्टीकान्ते
सन्धिः कः
विसर्ग सकारः अनन्तरं शकारः भवति
सन्धिः कः
ष्टुत्वसन्धिः भगिनि शकारः
ष्टुत्वसन्धिः सम्यक् सम्यक् कृतम् उमा भगिनी प्रतिवर्गे वयं प्रयत्नं करिष्यामः otherwise we will surely forget if we do only the other topics
still confusing भगिनि
with time you will get this is what month is this April
अभ्यासं पण्ड्रप करेक्टा वरदु
by end of May I think everybody will be okay give yourself 4 weeks you'll be fine
yes धन्यवादः भगिनि
अस्तु प्रश्नः अस्ति वा पार्वती भगिनी प्रश्नः अस्ति वा
No, madam. I was just raising hand for answering.
अस्तु अनुषा भगिनी प्रश्नः अस्ति वा?
नमस्ते भगिनी, अत्र बालः करोति and you said for pa, can you please repeat that एकवारं?
अत्र चतुर्थः भेदः कः भगिनी? The sakarah that happens. So if it is cha, cha or sh, or it is ta, tha, or it is last type ta, tha or shakarah, right? These are the aksharani there. So what is left out? Everything else is covered. If you look at it, everything else is covered in most of the other rules. The aksharam which are left there are ka, kha, and then pa, pha. These four. For these four, if visarga is there, then the visarga just remains as such. Which is why when we pronounce it, we say balaha patati. Atra balaf patati. Iti, we give the f sound when there is a p in the second padam. Similarly, if it is k or k, we say ih sound. Balah karoti. The visarga remains there.
धन्यवादः भगिनी। इदानीम् अवगतम्।
सम्यक्। श्रीनाथ महोदय।
Madam, Harihi Om, we are telling every time. But if you apply Sandhi rule, it should be Harir Om, no?
That Om, there we generally say it as, it is not that O, it is that special character that we have, right? So maybe Harir.
Parakshara Om.
Harir Ikarantah. I don't think it is pronounced that way. It is Harihi.
Pronounced, but even then it comes under that first rule, isn't it?
But that
Repaha rule.
That Om is that special U with that Chandra Bindu. That is what is that Om. It is not that Okaraha Om. That's my understanding. I can check with my teacher and confirm it. Which is why we...
Can I ask you one doubt? One more. Actually, in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 2, 11th sloka, it comes Katha soon as well as Akatha soon. If the book it is given for the same Katha soon, it's given Gata asoon as well as Gata asoon. But it's the same as the sloka comes as Katha soon only. If both a and a, the word is same. So these are all rare coincidences.
No, there I think whether it is, I think the meaning there, if I remember, whether that he goes or doesn't go.
No,
right?
one is that who are alive and who are not alive.
Not alive, right? So,
yeah.
So gata, agata. That is the split.
Gata plus asoon is also gata asoon. Gata asoon is also gata asoon. Both are same, no?
Gata. I think the second part would be gata soona, gata soon. I think there is an akaram that comes there, right? I can check
first
the
also a plus a is equal to a.
You can send me the shloka, Mahodaya, and then I will give you the split.
Okay.
It's difficult to
7th sloka.
Just message me and then I will send you the Padavibhagaha for that.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
I think we missed one more thing in our class. In the book, it is actually given in Visarga, which category? Which Visarga Repaha category. I'll tell you the page number in English book. I don't know the page number in Tamil book. So Repaha comes in chapter 8, is it? Chapter 8, page number 156. So another time when we see this Repaha is when you add it to a Avyaya Padam. So Punaha plus api will become punarapi. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Punaha milamaha, punarmilamaha. Prataha gacchati, pratar gacchati, because prataha is a avyaya padam. Similarly, antaha bhagaha, antaha is an avyaya padam. So antar bhagaha, swaha lokaha, swar lokaha, punaha vada, punar vada. So if there is an avyaya padam in which is there, just like saha and eshaha in the second type, in for repaha, if the first padam is an avyaya padam, then it becomes repaha. I think I missed that covering that in class. I just remembered when Tamil page number 201. Please mark it, because there might be a question around punaha and plus api. It does not become punopi, because it satisfies the first type, right? Visargasya ukaraha. So punaha plus api should be written as punopi, but that is not how it is written, because there is a rule that says punaha plus api, because punaha is avyaya padam, it becomes repaha, punarapi. And I think there was another question that day about saha plus ishtavan. So there is a niyamaha that says for visarga lopaha, after the lopaha happens, you do not do any other sandhihi further. I think there are other niyamaha also, but this is one for lopaha, where if you do a lopaha, after that you do not do further sandhi, you stop there. Once the sandhi is removed, if it disappears, you don't try to join further based on any other sandhi that can happen there. The question was like, for the fourth type, sakaraha balas plus shete, balas shete, we do the sandhi. For that type it is allowed. For lopaha, there is a niyamaha that says once the sandhihi is done, lopaha sandhihi is done, don't do any other sandhihi further. And this is only one of the rules. But because that was the question, I thought I will clarify. Many hands are raised. I don't know if it's a question. Tiru Mahodaya, you had a question?
So, thank you, Bhagini. This is about your explanation for balashtikate or balashtikante. I just missed it. It's sakara coming in saksandhi. How shakara came? That is, I just missed that point there. Yes.
In the second sandhi that we learned, which is the first sandhi that we learned is shutva sandhihi. The second one is shtutva sandhihi. What is the rule for shtutva sandhihi? If you have sakaraha followed by takaraha, the sakaraha becomes shakaraha.
Right. Yes. I remember that. So it didn't come to my mind. So,
so after sakaraha, balas adikam tikante, atra typing dosha asti, balas adikam tikante, and then that sakaraha becomes shakaraha. So ish becomes ish. Balas tikante.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Astu Mahodaya. Jai Shri Bhagini.
Yes, madam. 201 Tamil book, but which lesson? Because it is separate lessons for me.
Ashtamaha Pataha Bhagini.
Okay, madam. Punaha eva vandana punareva dane.
Punaha plus eva is punareva. Kimartam punaha iti padam avyaya padam asti.
Avyaya padam. Okay.
So how do you know if it is an avyaya padam that you have not come across? With time, we don't know all the avyaya padani that are there, but with time we will know. Amindu Bhagini.
Bhagini, tatra sanjayah iti aham prishtavati kila. Sam plus jayah va san plus jayah va chutvam va parasavarnaha sandhihi va iti.
Sam plus Jayah. I think it is Sun plus Jayah eva Bhagini.
Chuttasandhi eva pustake asti. Kintu Sam plus Jayah api
Bhavitum arhati. Atra Sam adikam Jayah bhavati chet. The yojanam is very straightforward. If it is Sam, then it becomes Sanjayah. But I think the Sanjayah, how it is formed is San adikam Jayah eva.
Astu. Dhanyawad.
Astu. Dvitiya patasya namani dattani. I think the names have already been given. So just try to follow the format that we have done for shlokaha, for nyayaha, prahelika, suktihi, kavya katha. So try as much as possible, but make sure that you stick to the time limit which is given, because sometimes I've seen in Parichaya, one person takes like 20 minutes to explain one thing. So the other person is not able to do justice, people who are presenting after that. So let's stick to the time and then go as much as required. That is enough. If we are doing prahelika, atra anvaya rachana prashnaha na avashyakam. Kintu anvayaha yadi vayam kurmaha chet atra arthaha samyak jnatavyah tadeva. The reason why we write it in anvayaha form, so that shloka, when we read it, we understand the meaning easily. So whether it is prahelika or shlokaha, it will be easy for us to understand and answer the question in the right way. And question is the second part, just for our understanding. Geeta Bhagini?
Bhagini, Tritiya Patasya Subhashtam Kimasti Bhagini, because I find there are some differences in some books in or whatever.
You're in Dakshina Tamil Nadu, Bhagini?
Yes, Bhagini.
In Tritiya Patam, it is the Shastrani Aditya Api, that one. And the other Ayatya Gunadoshaknyaha. Those two.
Dvayameva. Dhanyawad.
Astu. Gachach, it should be ich chwanaha, I think, not shavanaha. It's shwanaha, shakaraha with a halantam. So gachat adikam shwanaha becomes gachat shwanaha. Anantaram, so pratamam atra shutva sandhihi. Anantaram chatva sandhihi. Gachat adikam shwanaha becomes gachat chwanaha. Ich. That second cha should have a halantam there. Chatva sandhihi. Astu. Prashnah asti va? If we don't have questions, we can end the class. So prathama patasya pariksha, we can have it maybe next week, next Saturday. I will post the answers for the first and the second. I've just not gotten time to sit and verify the answers. So we can try having it in the first lesson. So when we do prathama pataha, we will also cover whatever grammar is there in that, whatever sandhi is there in just that lesson. So it will be sort of a revision for you. I will change the mode to allowing yourself to unmute. You can unmute and ask if you have any question. So what will be the date? The date will be April 30th, I think. So we'll do the first lesson, or everything, whatever is there in the first lesson, sandhihi, anvaya kramaha, and in next week we will do anvaya kramaha for dvitiya patasya Bhagavad Gita shlokaha. So I request everybody to do it as homework before you come to class on Tuesday and Thursday. Do the anvaya kramaha by yourself. So when the person is presenting in class, it will be like a revision for you. Look at the book, read, try doing the anvaya rachana and then pratipadarthaha by yourself before you come to the class. My humble request to everybody. So there are 3 shlokas per chapter. You get 1 week to do 3 shlokas. So there should be ample time. Just make the little effort to read, do the Anvaya Kramaha and then Pratipadarthaha in Sanskritam before you come to class. Now in the class, people might look at the Shabdakoshaha and then ask me if this word is okay, that word is okay. At the end of the day, context is more important. I might not know all the words you have looked for, but we should get a hang of how it is being done. And the Swaprayatanam is also important. Rather than just copying what somebody has done, just try attempting by yourself. Am Srinath Mahodaya, Prichatu Mahodaya. You can unmute yourself, I think. No?
But for the who are in Dakshina Bharati, that is not there. No, which sloka we have to do?
You don't have Bhagavad Gita Anvayaha?
No, in Dakshina Bharati, this one it is not there.
Not there. Okay. You can do it if you want to, Mahodaya. So you can see if you from the group if somebody can send the pages. I mean, this is just for learning, right? One part is learning from the exam point of view. Another is just self-learning, right? So I know personally for me, after studying Shiksha, when I look at the Bhagavad Gita shlokas, I am able to understand it a little more than what I used to before I did Shiksha. So that practice really helps us with understanding the shloka a little more easier. So if you are interested in that, looks like you have interest in Bhagavad Gita, so you can attempt one of the chapters, one of the shlokas.
Bhagini, it is available in the drive. You have sent it.
Bahini, it is there in English book.
It is available in the drive.
What have I sent, Bhagini?
No, you have sent what shlokas are there for us in Shiksha. First chapter, you have sent it. In the beginning itself, you have sent.
I asked everybody to practice. Okay.
Instead of sending it, you can have it right.
Right.
Shamyatam Bahini, it is available in English book of South Tamil Nadu. I have English book.
Okay.
It is available in that.
Okay.
3 shlokas are there.
Pandavanikam,
that's the first. Pandavanikam, Pashyetam, Panduputranam, and the third one is Atra Shura Maheshwasa.
Now, if we can give the sloka number, I can take it out from Bhagavad Gita.
Chapter 1, I think, shloka number 2, 3, and 4, I think, Mahodaya.
Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
No, I think the first shloka they have skipped. It's
Makeup.
Yes, Penny, it is 2, 3, 4 of first chapter.
First chapter.
Dharmakshetra is the
Ajay Vacha and Pashyetam Panduputranam. Yes.
So to Drishtva, Pashyetam and Atra Shura. After Sanjaya starts speaking, that is when our Anvaya Kramaha starts.
3, 4, 5 is it?
2, 3, 4.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Astu. Questions are there?
Yes, madam. I have actually I have returned the test, both of the test, and kept it. We did not send, no. We have to correct ourselves by.
Bhagini. Aham uttarani presheshyami anantaram swaparishilanam karoti.
Yes, madam. Yes.
I have been trying for that. Hopefully by this weekend I will do it. It's just this creating these slides itself is taking a lot of my time.
Madam, we should agree, and you are doing so much service.
In fact, I have Uma Bhagini and few others also who are hand-holding so much. Whenever I ask, whatever I ask, Parvati Bhagini helps me completely with the Sandhi. Uma Bhagini is now helping with the typing. Even then, just the formatting and the animation and all that, even though I like doing it, it's just time-consuming. So,
yes, madam.
Yes. Try my level best to give it by this weekend, Bhagini.
You teach us, Bhagini, we will also do that.
Nishchayana, Bhagini. Yeah.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Dhanyavada.
We should be blessed to do that. what is expected of sukti like? And
sukti you can do the so you can do the pada vibhagaha. You can do the anvayaha. If you want, you can do the vakya visleshanam, because then you will understand what is the who is the karta there and what is the kriya padani there. If multiple kriya padani are there, and then you can do the tatparyam. If you want, you can do the vyakaranamshaha, just for your understanding. But that is how I did in the exam. I have a notebook where I have written pada vibhagaha, vakya visleshanam, sandhihi, tatparyam for every whatever is there in the Shiksha book. I think I attempted doing it. I don't know if it is correct because I was not able to verify it from my teacher. But this is a swaya prayatanam that I did.
It will be in the order of pada vibhagaha, then vakya visleshanam.
Pada vibhagaha, sandhihi, vakya visleshanam, tatparyam, vyakaranamshaha.
First lesson you have done, you put it in the drive, you can see and do it accordingly.
Yes, Bhagini, Stapeshya.
I was a little late today, 2 minutes. So I just skipped that.
Astu Bhagini.
Dhanyavadah.
Vargam samapayamaha. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om Tat Sat Punah Milamaha. Dhanyavadah. Shubhadinam.